Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome old and new. Alright guys, today we're going to have an exciting video, my first time ever, featuring the Dollar Tree calendars. We are going to be doing the 2024 calendars, and I am going to show you 5 different ways to incorporate these or to create some decor pieces to not make them look so calendarish, if you will. If you haven't already done so, lovies, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just know those comments are always desired and never ever are they required, because I love chatting with you guys. Happy New Year's, lovies. This is going to be my last video of 2023, and I'm so excited about it. I'm also excited because I get to do this final video of the year with my good friend Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating, my girl. Check her out. I have her information in my description box below. Please stop by, tell her I said hello, and let's rock out the rest of 2023, guys. It's been an exciting year. I can't wait for 2024 with you all. So we're gonna jump into our first project coming up in just a second. So these are the 3 calendars I selected. I had several, but these were the 3 that caught my attention the most. Now, unfortunately, for this sunrise sunset calendar, the project I have for that, I had to exit because you guys know I will give you guys the good, the bad, the ugly on this channel. I ain't hiding nothing from y'all, but yeah, that project, not even I could bring it to the table. So yeah, I just had some difficulty. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. I had some difficulties with working with these calendars. You know, it had me a little bit to see, because when it went on, I was like, oh, this is not so bad. This is going on nice and smooth. But like within a blink of an eye, like it just went all left. I mean, it was like the Pacific Ocean up in here. Like it was just wrinkles and waves and bubbles and all kind of stuff going on. And I had a time, I went from Mod Podge to glue sticks to, I tried every little technique, but it just was not working for you girls. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more practice working with these calendar. I mean, it was the texture of the paper for sure. Just was not a forgiving item to work with. But what you see here off camera, I did paint this wood round that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I painted it in the colors burnt umber as well as hazelnut. I went in with some of the Waverly white paint and give it coverage as well. And I'm also just adding this little piece here. This is going to be for another project further on into the video, but since I had my white paint out, I was like, hey, why not? Let's just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I wanted to create like a square stripe pattern, if you will. And I really love this color because the page I selected had kind of similar colors to it, and I wanted to get as close to that as possible. And I think it came together nicely. Like I said, aside from the paper giving me issues, everything else came out very nice. It was a lot of the projects were not what I intended them to be, but the end results were not disappointing, I'll say that. So right here, once I removed my painter's tape, I got my nice square. I thought this was super cute and just a fun piece. And so I'm just going to go in with some of that burnt umber, and I'm just going to touch up where there was just a little bit of bleeding. Okay, and so that's what I'm doing right here. Once I get that all done, it looks really nice. Now, the corners did not meet because, as you all know, I don't measure anything. Although I did quite a bit of measuring in this video. I just was like, I'm gonna eyeball this. We're gonna just put this tape down. And it worked out. And you're not really gonna see those corners anyway, because I'm gonna be adding some embellishments there. So I'm going in with my Mod Podge. I'm trying out this new brush that Plaid sent me. And I do like the brush. It's very precise, and I wanted to make sure. Now, I should have taped back over the other side of that line. That would have helped a lot, but the brush was cut very nicely, so it wasn't difficult to stay within the lines. And so I'm just laying down the piece of paper I chose, and it just says the Milk and Cream Company. I love the cow on there. I love the colors. It's just true farmhouse. If you know farmhouse is not your jam, I did not realize that Dollar Tree has so many different styles of calendars, like puppies and kittens and horses, absolutely gorgeous horses, a lot of woodland. I was just like really surprised. So I did pick up quite a few because I wasn't sure what direction I was going to go in with this. But basically, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be me just kind of deconstructing or reconstructing these calendars to not make them look so much like calendars. Okay, and in mine I wanted to do something where it's interchangeable and you can just kind of pass the months along to the next project, if you will. So what you see I'm doing here, that's just a little background on what my thought process was for my 5 projects, and I hope that's what you guys get. But what I was going to say is what you see I'm doing here is I'm taking some of my half beads, not sure of the size. I want to say 20 millimeters, kind of the medium size, if you will. I don't know. But I think it's probably like 20 millimeters or something like that. And I just painted those in the burnt umber. I'm setting those aside while I go ahead and remove the excess from this wood round. And I'm just doing this just so I can just see. The excess that I had overlapping, I had just folded it. I folded it over and then I went in with my X-Acto knife and got me some nice even strips there. It was very precise. I was very impressed with myself. Go May. You know when I do something half right, y'all, I gotta cheer, because I don't always get it right, but I keep going. And so here I was very proud of myself. I felt so accomplished in the world of crafting. But yeah, I'm just removing that excess paper because I want to see that hazelnut stripe or border there. And then next I'm taking the dates it's like a calendar at a glance, which is located in the back of some of the calendars. And this is one of the miniature calendars that came in with one of the bigger ones. It was like a 2-for-1. So basically it has the whole 12 months there, and I just took that out because I am going to cut those months down individually, and you'll see how I'm going to use those. So I just took it from whichever ones had it, but I ultimately end up only using one set because I made it whereas you could basically move these to each project, and I just didn't want to cut up another one basically. So I was like, well, I got these here, this is a good way to show what I'm talking about or what I was trying to accomplish. So that's where that came from. But next step, I'm going in and I'm adding some of these clothespins, the wooden clothespins that you could pick up from Dollar Tree. I left them in their natural state because I felt like they went well with the color scheme here. Then next I took one of my half dowel rods, used my miter saw to cut it down to size, and this is going to be the hanger for our wood rim. I'm just sanding it down with my finger sander there just to get some nice smoothness to the sides. They were a little jagged just because I was having a difficult time cutting it. It was late. I didn't feel like going to get my miter saw to cut it down, and I just kind of pressed through it, but it did come out a little uneven. So next you see I'm doing here is I'm just taking some of my braided jute twine. I'm going to wrap that around my dowel rod to create the rope element to this wood round. And I absolutely love this. Now this was not my intention when I started out with this piece, but this is where we ended up, and I gotta say, y'all, I was not disappointed. Now, I definitely probably should have used some heavier duty glue here. But the wood round, although it's pretty large, it's not a heavy piece, so I think I'll be okay. I have in the past done that where I just used my hot glue and it's worked okay. It's held up to the elements on signs that I chose to put outside. This one will not be going outside, but I just want to share, that I haven't had too much issues with it. So next up, I have this piece that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I did paint it in the ink color by Waverly. It's that MDF board or pressed wood board, and it has that little galvanized piece in the center of it. And when I saw this piece, this sheet in the calendar, I thought it was super cute, and I knew it would look great on this particular framing. With this particular framing. So, and I just was drawn to, the black and grays that were in here. And I love the saying, let's get cozy. And I was like, oh, this is like perfect, especially for an area where, like your lounge area where you're watching TV, reading, whatever the case may be, your quiet place, basically. I thought this would be a great addition, and it wouldn't look so much like a calendar. It would just look like a nice little shelf sitter, to have hanging around, and just the way where you can incorporate the little pieces to make it also a calendar. So as I was saying, this paper gave me a lot of issues, and on this particular surface, it buckled a lot. It gave me a lot of bubbling and wrinkles, and normally I'm okay with wrinkles, but this was a lot. And so I just went in with some of that elephant color paint from Waverly, gave it a light distressing to just kind of add to the distressing that was already there. And I gotta say, it worked out okay. It worked out perfectly. And actually, still a little disappointed with the texture, but overall it came together nicely. So next I'm taking some of the black clothespins, and I'm not sure where I got these, guys. I don't think I got them from Dollar Tree, but I honestly just cannot remember where I picked them up from. And I'm just taking them, putting each one into a corner, splitting the months up by 6 months each. And I was like, this is cute. I like this because it just looks like a little element, like a decorative element in there. And you can always switch these things out too, to like little notes, little inspiration notes or just reminders or anything like that. I think would be super cute as well. If you have this in your office, on your desk or something, I think that would work out nice. I just took a few pieces of some eucalyptus I had on hand, put 2 pieces together, added in some more half beads here, give this more of a very bohemian style look, if you will. And you guys will see everything at the final reveal as always. Next up, we have this little bitty, well, it's not even little bitty. It's a 7-inch, I can't think of, cutting board that I got on Amazon. It's a pack of 10, I believe. And Dollar Tree does carry these. I've seen people use them. I've never saw them at my Dollar Tree, but I love the cutout of it. I love the shape of it, rather. And so I was like, you know what? This would be cute for this little miniature calendar. Now that little puppy face there, I had, oh my goodness, it was so adorable. How sweet and cute. So I was like, that'll be perfect on here. Now this is definitely one you can put in your kitchen. I'm going in with some of my thicker jute twine. I'm just going to wrap that around a few times. Just again, give it a little, a little something to bring it together. Now, you could definitely paint that little part of there because it did not fit perfectly. But I thought this added touch was a better look for me. And I left it in its natural state in the background just because I felt like, it tied into the whole piece. I didn't think it took away from it, whether or not I paint it. So then here we go again. I'm using some smaller clothespins, and I got these off of some string lights and I just kept them, and I'm just putting it right there, and I'm going to give him a little bow, assuming he is a boy. I don't know, or her. Either way, they're getting a bow. And I thought it was so cute. And that's it, guys. I'm going to add a little piece of jute twine to the top. Now, I did miss an opportunity here, whereas I could have added a bead or 2 or 3. But I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking when I just did it like this. But I cut it off, cut the little tails off, added some hot glue to it so it wouldn't come loose. And that's it. Now off camera, I did add a little spoon at the top because I was like, yeah, this will just tie into the kitchen and it gives a little kitchen flair. But you guys will see that at the end because I didn't do it on camera. But then I took another one of these clothespins here. I took it apart to create a stand for the back, and that's it. And you guys will see that at the end as well. All right. Hey, Jenny girl. Guys, don't forget to check out my description box below for Jenny's information for her channel. Please go by and tell her I said hello. I know she will have some amazing pieces for you guys, as she always does. All right. And so next up, we have this large mason jar that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. It was originally $2.99. I got it, I want to say, for 60 or 70% off. I always wait to the end of the season and pick those up because they're such an amazing platform to work with. So next up, I have this Farm Life, which is actually, it's not the cover of the calendar, but it's the picture they selected for the cover. And I'm cutting it down, and I'm just going to fit it right there to this mason jar. And I love the way this came out. Y'all, it was so cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. All right, so here I'm trying my glue stick. I'm using the Elmer's glue stick with the purple. I'm like, okay, this way I'll see it. It won't buckle. Yeah, no, this paper was fighting me like an alley cat. Oh my goodness. I was like, what is going on here? But, I stayed the course. I committed to it. I saw it through. But yeah, I don't know about this calendar paper from Dollar Tree. I don't know. You guys got to tell me your tips and tricks to making it work. What you saw I was doing there was I took a little knob, I painted in color white because that's going to be the hanger for this little piece here, where I will be putting the little calendars on. Also off camera, I did go in and add in some of my rub-on transfers just to give it a more finished look, because I felt like it was just so bare you couldn't really tell the little calendar was there. But I think it came together very nicely as well. So here I'm taking that part that says 2024 at a glance. I like that little saying. I wish I could have used it more, but it worked well here. And I picked up this little, it's an ornament that I got from Hobby Lobby during Christmas time, but it's in their regular wood section, so it wasn't with the Christmas decor items or anything. So I'm hoping they carry it all year round. It was only $6.99 a pack. I got it 40% off, so yeah, it was a really good deal there, and I would love to get more of them because I've used them all up now. I'm adding in some more of that drew twine around the neck of my mason jar here. And again, I just wanted to tie it into the piece. I feel like because it was so farmhouse, it needed something extra. And I really love the way this came out. I'm thinking this might be my favorite of today, just because of the simplicity of it and how cute it all came together. I just love the classic black and white. That's my thing. That's my jam. I like that. I'm just trying to center it right there. Ultimately, I do decide to move it towards the middle of the top part of the mason jar. And I'm going to cut down that string for the hanging ornament part of it, just to bring it above the Farm Life, because I didn't want to cover it. At first I was like, oh, I can cover it, it'll be fine. But I was like, no, once I start looking at everything, I'm like, nope, I want that to be seen. So I just tie it down a little bit. Well, I don't even tie it down. I just cut it down and then I glue it together and just cut the little tip off of it because my fingers just wasn't allowing me to tie it tightly. And they were crimping really bad. So I just glued it off. I just glued it, twisted, and it was nice and locked tight. And that's what you see I'm doing right there. So once I get that on there, I'm taking little pieces of this eucalyptus. Now I picked this up at Dollar Tree this summer and I really love this. I have used it quite a few times. I try to use it sparingly because I only got a few of them, but I love it, and I felt like the bright greenery of it tied really well. with this particular piece, just because it gave it that little freshness it needed. And so I'm just tucking them here and there randomly. Like I'm not, there's no rhyme, no reason, just tucking them in there. And that's pretty much it for this piece. I don't think I do anything else. So like I said, off camera, I do go in and add some stickers to the little plaque part where the calendar is hanging. And that's pretty much it for this piece. I gotta say, I really love the way that came out. All right, so next up, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this piece too. Now, my sweet friend Laura from LCR, Laura's Craft Room, oh my goodness, she hauled these beautiful signs a few weeks ago from Dollar Tree in the regular Dollar Tree section for $1.25. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you kidding me? How gorgeous are those? And I was on the hunt for them. I mean, y'all, I was hunting for those and I could not find them. And she was gracious enough to send me some. And I appreciate that so much from the bottom of my heart. So thank you, Laura. I will also have her channel linked in my description box below as well. Go check her out. Tell her I said hello and tell her I said thank you with a million kisses. Mwah. All right. So next up, I have this home sweet home home sweet home page that I took out the calendar, and I just knew it would look gorgeous on this sign, and I was not wrong. The only thing that was not gorgeous was the paper and how it was acting up. That's what was not gorgeous, okay? I'm gonna keep saying it to the end of this video. This paper was horrible. Oh my goodness. All right, so I went in and I just adhered it with my glue stick, and this one was giving me issues because it kept popping up and I had to re-glue it. It was just a whole situation with this. So next I'm going in with some more of those black clothespins, added them to the side. And the cool part about this one is, guys, you can't even really tell they're there. So even if you don't put anything in there, it's just like, okay, it's a little decorative element. Nobody would really pay attention to it, and again, you could always add some other little sign, like little bees or something like that. Like, I mean, the options are endless, and I just love the versatility of each of these. So yeah, I'm really happy with the overall design of each of these. It was just the execution that almost executed your girl. But isn't that pretty? And I just love it. Like that one, this one out of all of them, well, this one and the mason jar, I felt like they were the two, well, even the wood round kind of came together. Like they really look like they belong. And here is the little one, the little cutting board stand with a little puppy. Isn't that cute? And our Let's Get Cozy. You guys have to let me know if you have a favorite, if there are any that you liked, loved, hated. Let me know. Be upfront. You guys know I don't mind that at all. And let me know. Give me your tips and tricks, y'all, on how to use these calendars. Please. I need it. All right. Don't forget to tell Jenny I said hello. And also love you if you still are here taking this ride with me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it with everything in my soul. Thank you to an awesome 2023. I look forward to riding with you guys into 2024. Until the next video, hugs and kisses, XOXO. Bye.